What's going on? This is Village. Wanted just to check in with everybody about what's going on and how everyone's currently being impacted by the COVID-19 coronavirus that's just spreading throughout the whole world. Um, this has really been a really challenging time for everyone. Uh, I'm going to be posting this on my personal platform, but I'll also be posting this on our Ethnos Expressions page. And we just want to provide our thoughts and prayers to everybody that has lost their life to this, that's also battling right now, and family members that can't be there to just make sure they're okay. I mean, this is really tough. You can't even attend a funeral service. I mean, it's the whole situation, honestly. It just feels like a movie. And I also want to applaud our frontline members, the medical staff, the hospital, the doctors, the nurses, the full medical team that is really putting, themselves in harm's way. They don't even have all the medical supplies they need, or the medical supplies they have, they run a great chance of running out and unable to protect themselves. At least that's what we're hearing from the different governors and the different doctors and officials all over the news. And it's a true nightmare. I would say that through all of this, I'm here right now home with my family, right now in my home office. I am blessed enough that I am able to, hold on, give me one moment here. Sorry. I am blessed enough, the fact that, I'm able to, I still have a job. I'm able to work from home. There's a lot of people that don't have the ability to do that, that have recently lost their job, that have no money coming in, no income. They don't know what to do. They have family, they have children. It's not pretty. I mean, I don't play around with this. I know there's some people that want to say conspiracy theories and all of that. We can talk about all of that down the road, but right now it's real. It's real people that is hurting. As you heard, many times during the presidential races, that a lot of the average American, most people can't afford an unexpected bill of $400, and I mean, you could kiss that goodbye, So a lot of people are hurting, but there's a lot of companies that are stepping up, providing great services, giving people some extra time, and just trying to provide options out there for people, which I think is beautiful. What I would say too is that people really need to take this seriously. As you saw, myself and Wala, we provided, and for those that don't know, Wala is my wife, but we posted, I think about a month ago, an episode about coronavirus when it was really spreading in China, and you were having folks trying to get back home that was quarantined on the cruise ships. And look where we are today, a month later. This is crazy. So it's just really got to a point where, you start to really reflect like, wow, what is about to happen? And those you could probably see, I have the market up here, and, in most cases, as you can see, it's just been dropping. If you looked at your 401k, you looked at a lot of your different investments, obviously they have fell sharply. For myself, that's relatively still young, I don't think still it's a big deal. I still have many years to get those gains back, but there are many people that are elderly, that are near retirement, where they can't afford to lose a lot of money like that in such a short period of time. They don't have enough time to gain that back. So this is just, it's a tragedy. I just want to say that please listen to your local officials, listen to your government. Please get the things you need, like your medicine, your food, things for your well-being, and just stay home. If you can help it, just stay home. I know everybody can't just stay home. You got jobs where you have to go, or your job may be essential and you have to be there. So we applaud you. Thank you in advance for all the hard work. But for those that have the option to work from home, hey, do it. Um, I think, and this is just my opinion. I am no medical doctor. No, not I am. This is just my personal opinion. I think one of the reasons why, obviously, we're a democratic society, we can do as we will, we can go about our day, but with that has great consequences because we move around and travel around so much. It has been widespread to where China and other countries that have been able to put on a harsh lockdown, they were able to prevent it from spreading further. So the reports. I don't want to get into the whole conspiracy part of it, but we're gonna have to do that here in America. I believe. I believe it's gonna take off, as we've been hearing from the CDC and officials. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, and for us to make sure it gets better, stay inside. Stay inside. I know it's hard. You like to exercise, move around. Maybe move around in your porch if you got a porch or something. Exercise in your house. I mean, if anything, just stay home. I know it's hard. Some cases you may still have to go out, whatever. But if you can stay home, trust me, we don't want to do it. I'd rather be outside with my kids, with my family. But for the safety of myself and my family, we're going to abide by the recommendations to stay home. I'm hoping that other companies that have not allowed their staff to work from home, that have the ability to work from home, I'm hoping that your company is starting to make those arrangements. And for those that can't work from home and or potentially may get laid off, I'm really hoping that the government steps up in a big way to make sure your company does not go under and your job is maintained after this crisis. I don't know how long this is going to last. Sometimes we hear weeks, we hear months, we hear potentially almost a year of going through this process. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know anything. I'm watching the news, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and all the news platforms out there, just like everybody else, to try to get an idea about what's going on out there. I'm not making this political. I'm looking how the left versus the right. When it comes to a situation like this, none of that shit matters. It's really time to really focus on the American people, focus on the people worldwide. I think we need to have a worldwide prayer, regardless of your religion or background or belief. Just to give your thoughts and your love, your spirit out to everyone, man. Because it could happen to any of us. It could happen to me. I have not shared personally some of the things that I have dealt with last year, but I also have an underlying condition myself, so I have to be very vigilant, as well as a lot of Americans that deal with, things they have to deal with for the rest of their life, as far as, underlying conditions, autoimmune, MS, you got lupus, you got a whole bunch of autoimmunes out there for different things. You got people that are dealing with cancer, people are dealing with different illnesses. We're all vulnerable. And one of the, I've heard, some of the medication that's being thrown out there that could be used to treat people. I'm loving that the doctors and FDA is doing everything they can. But I also am concerned about medicine that myself and others take to be able to live on and have a normal life, and maybe to the point where there's no supplies out there, right? So I think everyone is on edge. I'll talk more about my underlying condition. At this point, not gonna, it's something that I feel like I've been able to talk with a community of different people that suffer from an autoimmune, and it's been great with all the support and everything I've been getting. But I feel great. I look great, and I'm just looking at this market, and I'm like, wow. What are we gonna do? One of the things that everybody's saying right now is, stay home and watch some Netflix, some Disney Plus, some YouTube, and that's pretty much what we've been doing. We just been watching a lot of classics with the kids, and like Richie Rich and Space Jam and a whole bunch of other classics. And that's it. That's all you can really do. Play some games, cook some good food, and just laugh and joke and talk about the good old times as we, throughout the day, kind of keep up with the news to find out what's going on with our local city, local government, and to see what's going on nationally and, of course, globally. As we starting to see there's some copycat systems, we're seeing what other countries are doing, and we try to adopt those same principles. So it's just crazy what's going on in Italy. I believe they surpassed the amount of deaths than that was recorded in China. This is just, it's like a movie. I saw the movie Contagion, and I'm not going to say this is that by any stretch, but it makes you think. It's like, wow. You watch the Netflix series Pandemic and how germs and different things can spread and how people can catch influenza and different things out there. So it's one of those things, man, when I'm like, wow, like I'm just praying, man, that things get better, honestly. But one of the things I want to say is that take your personal beliefs out of it. I do know, I've looked at my timeline where some people were very like, oh, this is a conspiracy, or you guys are fools, this is probably a man-made disease and different things like that. A lot of times, from my opinion, I see those are people that maybe business owners or different things like that, and they business has been impacted significantly due to this crisis because people are just not, the market is stiff. No one's shipping anything around really. A lot of businesses are closed. So you can deeply be in your feelings, especially if it's hurting your pockets. So honestly, I try to ignore all of that because I do know everyone's hurting right now, one way or another. I just pray that, just like to myself and my family, that you are able to recover and land on your feet during this time. There's nothing guaranteed even for myself. I'm just hoping and praying that things get better. I'm able to hopefully continue on with my career, but the market is just so volatile and the government just seems to be taking forever for everything. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But what I would say is happy birthday to everybody out there that couldn't have a normal birthday. I just had one myself recently. I want to say happy prom night for a lot of the high schoolers that no longer probably won't be able to have a prom, and happy senior day and happy graduation. Congratulations on your marriage. Congratulations on a new child. Congratulations on all your accomplishments and success. We're hoping that this is not the new norm, that eventually we can hopefully move back into getting the sports going, getting the business going, getting the schools going again. But we don't know. We don't know. We are watching the news like everybody else. I just wanted to get on here and just let you know that we care for everyone out there. We love y'all. Doesn't matter if we don't know you personally. We all human beings. We're all just trying to live a simple life, live the best life for our family. And at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. So please, 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 I say it again, listen to your local officials, your local medical officials, your local government, the CDC, World Health Organization. Just please listen out. Listen to the medical experts out there and what you should do. What can you do? I know right now a lot of the restrictions is, just go out for the essentials. So that's your food, water, that's your the pharmacy, and of course medical. So please, we'll continue to post more and more. Hopefully I can get more people to join me on this panel, and maybe we'll have something live. I'm gonna try to do that soon. But one of the things I want to do is just get everyone's thoughts, and please leave a comment about what are you going through. What are some, if you want some suggestions about what games to play or what different things you could do or what we've been doing, feel free, ask some questions and make some comments. As far as the package deal, the stimulus, I can't give you the details because I'm not in Congress. I don't know. We're waiting to hear back from the government, hopefully when they make their final decision. So I am an American citizen like you, and I'm just giving my thoughts out there to everyone, letting you know that we're all in this together. Let's continue to embrace our medical staff out there because they are on the front lines. They're putting their life at risk and their family at risk. And we want to thank them from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you guys stay blessed. All right. It's Village. Take care.